Zillow just named Hartford, Connecticut the #1 housing market in the entire country heading into 2026. And if your first reaction was, wait, Hartford? You're not alone. Today's video isn't about hype and it's not about predictions. It is a 2025 housing market recap for Hartford County built entirely around the actual numbers. And by the end, you'll see exactly why those numbers now put Hartford at the top of Zillow's list. If we haven't met before, my name is David Constant and I'm a real estate agent here in Hartford County. And I work with buyers and sellers in this market every single day. What I want to do today is walk through what actually happened in this market year by year using real data, because that's the only way to answer the big questions people are asking right now. And I definitely want to encourage you to stick around to the end of the video, because I'm going to compare today's market to the last normal period before COVID. And that one comparison answers the biggest question I hear all the time. Is this a bubble or is it the new normal? That comparison puts the entire 2025 market into perspective. Let's start by establishing what normal actually looked like. From 2017 through 2019, Hartford County was in what I would call a balanced pre-COVID housing market. Single-family homes sold into the low to mid $200,000, while condos hovered right around $150,000. Total sales were extremely consistent, roughly 10,700 to 10,900 homes per year. And homes commonly sat on the market for about a month, maybe a little bit more, and sellers typically accepted 1 to 2% below asking price. So that's what a normal balanced market looked like. Time to think, room to negotiate, and very little urgency. Then we hit 2020 and 2021. And this is where the structure of the market changed significantly. So you're thinking about moving to Central Connecticut. Well, I've got just the thing for you. My team and I have actually taken the time to create the ultimate relocation guide, which is meant to save you hours of research. And I've linked it down below. From top employers, the best hospitals, and a boatload of other things that you need to know before making the move. The best part is that this guide is 100% free. Yes, that's right, you heard it, 100% free. Just click the link in the description or the top pinned comment. Hope that helps. In just 2 years, the median single family price jumped from about $235,000 to $290,000. And condos moved from $155,000 to nearly $190,000. But the most important thing wasn't price, it was behavior. Days on market collapsed from 39 days in 2019 to just 13 days in 2021. And for the first time, homes were flipped from sellers accepting below asking price to having to go well over it if you were a buyer. By 2021, buyers were paying about 2.5% over list price on average. And that's the moment leverage shifted. And most importantly, it didn't shift back. Now this is the most important part of the entire chart, the last 3 to 4 years, because this is where many people expected prices to fall. Starting in 2022, interest rates rose sharply. Historically, that's when demand collapses. But that's not what happened here. Single-family home prices moved from $315,000 in 2022 all the way up to $400,000 in 2025. Condos went from $205,000 to $281,000. That's growth, and it's controlled growth, not explosive. And days on market have stayed locked between 10 and 11 days for 4 straight years. Homes have continued to sell above asking price every year. 3.8% in 2022, 4.8% in 23, 4.8% again in 24, and last year, 4.2% above list price. This market didn't overheat and it didn't crash. It just reset and then it's held. Hey guys, it's Dave Constant. As much as I love making these videos, there's one thing I love more, and that's helping families and people from all over the country make the move here to Central Connecticut. I've helped countless families make the move, so whether you're coming out the next week, the next month, or even next year, don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is right here on the screen and linked in the description in case you missed the on-screen pop-up. I look forward to helping you and your family make the move. Before we talk about Zillow, I want to pause specifically on 2025 because this is the year most people are confused about. By 2025, Single-family home prices were right around $400,000. Condos right at $281,000. Homes still sold in just about 11 days, and they sold for roughly 4% above asking price on average. What matters isn't that the prices are higher, it's how the market behaved. Now for the question of the day. What matters most to you when relocating? Make sure to leave your answer in the comments below. I want to hear what you have to say. Also, if you have any questions, thoughts, you can leave those in the comments as well. Or even better, text, call, or email me. My information should pop up on the screen below. 2025 wasn't a boom year, and it definitely wasn't a crash year. It was a year of stability. If this market were a bubble, 2025 is when it would have cracked, and it definitely didn't. This is why comparing pre-COVID to now matters. In a true housing bubble, you see three things. 1, explosive price growth. 2, collapsing demand. And 3, sharp reversals. Hartford County shows none of that. Instead, we see prices rise and stabilize. We see buyers adjust, not disappear, and we see homes continue to sell quickly. The last 3 years were the stress test, and this market passed it. Now, bring this back to Zillow's ranking. Zillow isn't ranking markets by emotion. They're ranking them by how markets behave under pressure. Hartford County shows fast sales, consistent buyer competition, and no inventory relief, even after rates rose. That's exactly the profile Zillow's looking for. Hartford isn't number 1 because it's flashy. It's number 1 because it's durable. This video isn't about predicting what happens next. It's about understanding where we are. When a market finishes a multi-year rate shock with stable prices, fast transactions, and continued competition, that tells you something fundamental has changed. And while Hartford County as a whole finished 2025 strong, not every town behaved the same way. In part 2 of this video series, I break down the 7 suburbs that actually drove these numbers and explain how that same pressure shows up differently town by town. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on part 2.